So I'm here with my good buddy Tom Cardella, and we've been, as most of you know, Costa Rica's been struggling with COVID. There's been a lot of unemployment. Unfortunately, with tourism being such a big part, especially of Guanacaste, we figure probably 50 to 75% of the locals here in Guanacaste are out of work. Most of the businesses have really been struggling, unfortunately, without tourism and with the flights being closed. And so first off, I want to say thank you to everybody who has donated to my food drives. It has been incredible how many tens of thousands of dollars people have donated. I want to thank the people that have sponsored a day, so many businesses, so many property owners, foundations, developments, even vacation rental people, fishing companies have sponsored an entire day and sent money to feed 100 to 200 people. And so I especially want to thank you. For any of you out there that feel like you want to make a donation, of course, please do. If you think you can help and sponsor an entire day, it's greatly appreciated. You all know how to get a hold of me. But I want to speak about my buddy Tom, because Tom is now the official world record holder for fundraising. And Tom, what you did is absolutely amazing. So why don't you tell us how you came up with the idea and what you did, because it was incredible, buddy.
Well, first of all, Mike, I'm not amazing. I'm just basically a person that is looking at the situation here where you've got your friends and your neighbors that haven't had a paycheck since March. And, you know, you have to help because it's totally out of their control with what's going on. So, you know, I've been supporting tank tops and patas y manas and food for Hermosa for the last couple months. But I'm one that believes that, you know what, you can take a donation and you can make it work. You can make it work harder. And that's exactly, you know, what we did. Basically, Ron and I said, listen, let's put up $5,000 and basically we'll do a challenge. We'll match it dollar for dollar. And we put it on Facebook. And then the big kicker, though, and this is the important part, is I sent an email to over probably 600 people saying, hey, this is important to me. If you can help out, great. So, you know, it was a good program.
What Tom did was incredible. So what you did, Tom, was you sent an email. Probably sent about 20 emails with about 25 or 30 people on each email to various friends and clients and business people and your old attorneys and insurance agents. I saw everybody on there, and he said basically, hey, you know, I'm down here in Costa Rica and the people down here are hurting, and we're going to donate up to $5,000 and we'll match dollar for any of your donations. And literally they just started pouring in. I mean, within a couple of days we were over 5,000. And then Tom and Rhonda stepped it up and they said, we'll match it up to 10,000. So keep going. And it just kept going and it kept going. And when we were done, it was $35,000 that was raised, 10,000 from you and 25,000 from your friends and associates and people you do business with. It was just incredible, the outpouring of support. Amazing.
It really was. And I want to thank everybody that supported it. I mean, Mike, we matched the 5,000 in the first 24 hours. I mean, that's again, and here's the key point, okay? You know, I've been very fortunate in my life. I've worked my ass off, but basically I've been rewarded. And I'm sitting here in this beautiful place looking at the ocean. There's a lot of other folks that have been fortunate like me, and what you need to realize is that you are successful because of the fact of your relationships with other people. And if you send them a note that says, you know what, this is important to me, helping people right now, immediately, because they have nowhere to turn in regards to just basic, you know, food survival, food security. And you know what? People do respond to it. It took a little work. It was about 3 days, pushing it on Facebook several times, sending out, you know, 2 or 3 rounds of emails, but people responded. And the point is, it can be done. Everybody that is in a position to be able to do things like this, you should be doing it right now. You know, you have the ability to control an amazingly positive impact on somebody right now that is really in despair.
Yeah, there's thousands, tens of thousands of people that are literally starving. They have nothing. And that 35,000 will feed about 500 families for a month. So that's just an incredible effort, and we appreciate what you've done, of course. And Tom's point is, you know, so many people love Costa Rica. So many of you have a beautiful home here. So many of you come and vacation here. So many of you retire here. And this country has given you so much. And if you could just take a little bit of time out of your day to send an email to your friends, to your family, to people you do business with, to your clients, your associates, and say, hey, Costa Rica is important to me, and I want to give back to Costa Rica, and I want to help feed these beautiful people. And if you could see it in your heart to make a donation or to work with me to raise some money, it would be greatly appreciated. And I think just taking that little bit of extra time, you're going to see your friends, as Tom's did. Some of them can donate $15, other people donated $1,000. So, you know, no donation is too small. I mean, every single dollar helps feed these beautiful people of Costa Rica. So please see it in your heart, not just to make a donation, but to try to expand through your contacts and your friends so you can really make a difference, because realistically these people are not going to be making any money probably until Christmas. You know, they're starting to open the borders, but it's not like people are going to come piling back in here.
We got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. And here's the other thing too, and again, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, because you know, I've tried to, you know, help people out all along the way. I've spent a lot of years in my corporate life, you know, on the board of United Way in Milwaukee and doing things like that. And you know what? That's been good. It's taught me a lot. But I don't know, I sort of had a revelation just recently here with looking at what's going on with the economic devastation. And I said to myself, you know what? Is that $5,000 or that $10,000 going to materially impact the way I live right now or even into the future? And you know what? The answer is no. Then I have to ask myself, would that $5,000 or $10,000 make an unbelievable impact on people's lives today? And the answer is yes. And to me, those are really good principles right now. Because again, this doesn't happen every year, thank God. But basically, it is happening. And it is totally putting people helpless. And it's our responsibility, it's our duty, just to look at the fact that you've done okay. Let's share it, and let's really try to share it. Let's really drive the programming to help people. So, anyway.
Fantastic. Thanks for everything you do, buddy.
Thank you, Mike.
Love you, man.
All right.
Thanks.